Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. His name is Mike Brenner. My name is Peter Loshak. Today is Friday, January 27th. Everyone's preparing, gearing up, researching the Super Bowl. The Westgate just released 400 props for the Super Bowl. We're going to be in Punta Cana. And right now, we're talking with the one and the only Al McMorty from BigAl.com to get his take on the Super Bowl. He's been doing this forever. Obviously, Al McMorty, a ton of success in his career. Very impressively won the Hilton Mini Contest one year. Had a lot of top finishes in the Hilton Contest as well. So I'm very happy.
As I've said, he was one of my mentors. He didn't even know it, and this was years ago when I first got into it. So I'm very happy
to hear what he has to say now. He told us last week that he had a 5-star play in the NFL in the Steelers Pats game, and his career record on his 5-star plays is great. And Mike Brenner and I speculated. We were like, it had to have been the Pats.
Because I was on him to win double digits.
Had to have been the Pats.
Had to have been. I think it was.
Al McMorty, your 5-star play last week was the Pats, right?
Well, also you have to put it in context. I mean, some handicappers have 25-star plays.
Yes.
Some people have 100-star plays. I actually had 2 5-stars last week. I had a 5-star NFL game of the year, and then I also had a 5-star totals play. And I've only had 15 5-star plays in the NFL over the past 8 years.
Wow.
So that's less than 2 a year. So you have to kind of put it into context.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's important for our viewers, Al. Very, very well said.
Yeah, and actually the 5-star was on the New England Patriots, and then I had a 5-star totals play on the over in the New England-Pittsburgh game. So we swept the board last weekend. We didn't play the Atlanta-Green Bay game whatsoever with my clients, but I did have, those 2 5-stars were New England and the over. So it was a very happy weekend at the McMorty house.
Yeah, it was happy over here, too. Brenner was loving it as well.
Absolutely. That was Mike Brenner's big pick. He was so convincing on it that he sold me on it, and we were speculating what your pick could have been. And actually, we thought that we were like, it could be a total, but it turned out he did have a 5-star total.
Hit them both.
But then we were like, it's got to be the Pats. And it was. All right, so winners all around. Congratulations, Al McMorty. Congratulations, Mike Brenner. And congratulations for me, too, for knowing who to follow, who to listen to. All right, so we got the Super Bowl. Now, Al McMorty, I'll tell you this. On our Monday show, when the opening lines on the Super Bowl came out, Mike Brenner and I did our usual opening line show on Monday, and we both decided that we were going to give officially the under 58.5 in the Super Bowl. Subsequently, there have been reports that Sharps in Vegas have been hitting the under as well. But we gave our pick on Monday. It's not because we read those articles and then decided to give our pick.
Pretty sharp,
we gave our pick on the under 58.5. Do you have anything to say about that before we get your analysis of this game?
Well, my analysis of the game is going to be on the over-under, so why don't we just get into it?
Let's get right into it. Let's get into it, baby. Let's get into it. Al McMorty likes to play on the total. Okay, now before you go, let's guess once again what Al McMorty's going to say here.
Yeah.
Got to be the under. There's no way it's the over.
I think it's the under.
Be the
I think
under.
I think we're all going to the bank together.
Got to be the under. Yes. Al McMorty, what do you like on Super Bowl 51 totals?
Well, on the surface, this looks like it's going to be a high-scoring game. After all, Atlanta, we talked about it last week. Atlanta's one of the top 9 scoring teams in the Super Bowl era, and they've gone under in just 2 of their 18 games this season. And though it's true that New England has only gone over in half the games that Tom Brady has started at quarterback, it has gone over its last 3 games. So I think a lot of people are going to have the knee-jerk reaction, and they are going to take the over in this ball game. But even though it has all the makings of a high-scoring game, I'm with you guys.
There you go, baby. That's it. That's what we wanted to hear, baby.
And let me go through my reasoning anyway. One reason is that playoff matchups between 2 teams off back-to-back overs, those games have gone under the total 59% of the time the past 37 years. And second, if a team's last playoff game went over the total and now it's involved in a game against an opponent which is also off and over and the line is greater than 49, those games have gone under 75% of the time the past 37 years. And then finally, New England's defense gave up the least amount of points in football this season. It's only given up 15.72 points per game. And teams installed as a favorite in a playoff game with defenses that give up less than 17 points. Those teams have gone under the total 71% of the time since 1980 if the line was 52 or more points. The line's just too high when you get a quality defense like New England in the game, and they're also installed as a favorite, so I think they'll be able to dictate the play as well. So I'm going to take this under the total.
All right. Sounds good, Mike Brenner.
I love it. I love the breakdown, and there's one other thing I want to add to it. Also, Atlanta's defense has really gotten sharp the last few weeks. Dan Quinn gained a ton of momentum when he beat his mentor, all right, when he beat Pete Carroll, and look what that defense has done since then. And Al brought it up, and I've been saying it all year. This is one of the best defenses in New England, under the radar. 15 points a game. Are you kidding me? They are going to be ready, and I'm telling you, Bill Belichick, a part of his game plan is they're going to be keep Matt Ryan off the frickin' field. All right, and that makes sense. I love this under, and I'm not a totals guy, but I love it. Now that Al's on board, I got news for you.
We're on board. Al, let me ask you something. There have been reports that there's been no significant sharp action at all on the side. Are you planning on giving a pick on the side, or are you might pass on the side this year?
I gave it out, a week ago.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I gave it out a long time ago, on Monday, actually, Sunday night, Monday morning. So,
wow. He gave it out Sunday night. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tell him. You can go to BigAl.com and find out. Al McWherty, tell us about that.
Yeah, well, my website's bigal.com. Folks can get complimentary selections every day. We have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 free plays every day at the website. 2 from myself, 1 from Larry Ness, 1 from Scott Spreitzer. Just go to bigal.com and click on free picks. And then if you want to get our best selections, you can click on picks for sale. We have 16 handicappers at the website, everyone from myself, Larry Ness, Scott Spreitzer. There's Tom Stryker, Brian Leonard, Brandon Shively. There's Docs Sports, ASA. Lots of great information at the website. Just go to bigal.com and you can either go to the free picks page or the picks for sale page.
All right. Awesome info. Thanks so much, Al McWherty. Talk to you again very soon.
And Al, thanks for everything and good luck. And I'm telling you, I think the 3 of us are heading to the bank with this one, baby.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.